Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Sunday, February 23rd, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. If some of it does not, please, 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 just leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that you don't know is yours. You know, if somebody says something in a tarot read and it doesn't jive, if you don't know it to be true, if you don't get that tingly sensation up on your spine, just laugh it off. It was meant for someone else. All right? Go with your gut always. We got one on the table. It's kind of in reverse. Let's see what happens here. Two on the table. Three on the table. Four on the table. Five on the table. Six on the table. Seven on the table. Eight on the table. Okay. You remember, I don't know if you watched the read last night about a friend denying inner childhood wounds. This is similar. All right, let's do one more shuffle here. Except that was an air element. This is telling me fire element. It could technically be the same person. I mean, everybody could have anything in their chart. We got 9. We've got 10 with bottom of the deck. No, this is someone else. This is someone else. I'm going to set this over here on the windowsill. Oh, rare rebel deck, which apparently you can no longer find on Etsy. I'm sorry. I told you for how many months to go buy it. It's awesome. Now it's not there. We got intimacy in the reverse. The moon. Just a clarification for you guys. Usually when the cards come out in reverse in Oracle, it doesn't mean anything technically. Like I read the card how I read the card. I'm leaving it in reverse because it just solidifies to me what I'm already seeing and that there's no intimacy, if that makes sense. So it's more or less just an indication for me, like what you're thinking is correct. And that's why I leave it in the reverse. Technically, Oracle cards, like you shouldn't have to read it in the reverse to know that it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Because a reader should always take from it what they will anyway, whether it's upside down or straight. Okay, so we got intimacy in the reverse. We got the moon, third eye chakra, friendship, inner child. We've got protection, heart chakra, fire element, balance, transformation. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Feminine, masculine, take heart, resonates, it doesn't matter. Someone that you were not intimate with, most likely a friend, most likely a fire element, or they have it in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You also could have that in your chart or be a fire element. I have all three in my chart. I'm a Gemini, but I have Aries, an Aries moon. I have 2 placements in Leo, I think, or 2 placements in Sag. I can't remember. And then 1 in the other. I can't remember. But I have a lot of fire in my chart for someone that's air. Just like I have a lot of earth in my chart for someone that's air. So, like I'm a Gemini. I often resonate with Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Leo, and Scorpio. Those are the ones that when I watch sign readings that I most resonate with. I also have Libra, Cancer in my chart. Again, I highly recommend if you guys have never done your birth chart, you can go online and do it easy peasy for free. I'll try and pull the link. I'll pull the link and post it to YouTube today if you guys want to go. It's pretty easy. You just need your name. Well, you don't even really need your name technically. Your date of birth, your time of birth, and where you were born. Okay. If you don't know your time of birth, I think they recommend on there that you leave it at like whatever it is. It's like 12 a.m. or 12 p.m., something like that. I am fortunate enough to have my original birth certificate, so I know the time of my birth, you know? All right. Again, this person, someone you weren't intimate with, someone that's a friend. Now, with the inner child, 2 things. You could have known this person. They could have been your friend as a child, okay? Also, inner childhood wounds. This person has inner childhood wounds. This person protects themselves. They very very likely protect their heart space. Like this would be someone I mean, they could be single. They could have been single their whole life. Maybe they've never married. Maybe they've never had kids. Or if they've been in relationships, if they've had kids, there just might not be a commitment there. You know, like don't be offended, but this would be like someone that would have like a lot of baby mamas, a lot of baby daddies. Like they get in relationships, they don't stay in them, they move on quite a bit, right? They're just protecting themselves in one form of fashion, right? Because they were wounded and they never really grew or healed from that. So they protect themselves by keeping themselves apart, if that makes sense. Even when they're in relationships, to them, this person wouldn't even like, oh, I'm not in a relationship, you know, even though they are. But they have to say things to themselves like that to protect themselves. Even if the other person is looking at them like, like we've been together for 10 years, we got 2 kids. What do you mean we're not in a relationship? Like, for their own mental and emotional, like, and maybe even physical, like this person has to believe that. Whoever this fire element is, this is someone that's now seeking balance, transformation. This person wants to heal, grow, change. Why did I just hear jump out of the trash can? You guys know what I'm talking about. And I literally pictured it too as I heard it. Where is it? This card is never far from me. Jump out of the trash can. This is someone that they might have been low vibrational, karmic, toxic themselves, or they put themselves in situations with very karmic, toxic, low vibrational people because they think that that's where they belong. You know, people that don't heal themselves, people that don't change and grow and move on past the heartache, past abuse, past DV, like they only know one thing, right? Like they're gonna surround themselves with people that know the same things as them, have lived through the same things as them. Whether they know that or not, they're doing it subconsciously because again, they're not healing themselves. Like if you're not going to heal yourself, you're not going to really, know what to look for. So you're going to be surrounding yourself with the same fucking people that hurt you, the same types of people. Okay, so here's the deal. The moon card. Oftentimes, the moon card is a sign of deception or something hidden, like a truth hidden. And I do think that's the case here. Um, with the intimacy card in reverse, I also feel like this person, again, probably experienced some type of sexual trauma. I'm just going to say. Um, and it's very hard for them to get in those intimate relationships. Sex is not a problem, right? Because sex is sex. Intimacy, as I've said before, as you know, is a whole different ballgame. They are not the same. If you think they're the same, you are sadly mistaken. Um, so I think this person, again, and I literally just said this in a roundabout other type of way, has an issue with intimacy. So again, like they would get in relationships, but to them, they're not in relationship. Like it just is what it is, and they're gonna move on when they're gonna move on, because again, they're protecting themselves, and they're protecting that inner child that they never healed. There's also some deception from within, again, concerning the third eye chakra. Like this is someone that doesn't use their intuition on situations, on people. I mean, you guys know I said it a million times. Like I went through like half of my life denying my intuition, denying my third eye, denying my gifts, denying my abilities. It was just easier for me at the time, right? Like I didn't feel like I wanted that. Like I just didn't want to be involved in any of that. The thing is that always comes back to bite you in your ass. And the reason why is because God gives you those gifts. God gives you intuition, psychic ability, things like that. So when you're like, no, I don't want to use that. I don't want to, I don't want to delve into that. You're denying God. You're denying your birthright. You're denying his gifts. I'm a firm believer in that. Because again, I did it for so long. When I was a kid, I used to have all these supernatural things happen. And when I was really young, like I would point it out, like especially to my mother, and my mother'd be like, "Well, don't talk about it. Like we don't talk about it. Like you're just making it up or you're imagining things or you know what I mean?" Like cuz people say that to little kids cuz they don't want to be burdened with being faced with things that they don't understand, right? And as we get older, like as I got older, I just chose to ignore that side of myself, to kind of, what is it I always say? Put it in a box, put it on the shelf, turn off the light, close the closet door, and lock it. It's hidden away. No one can ever get to it. Except one day I unlock that door and open that closet. You can only deny yourself for so long. So whoever this is, like, this is someone that just denied their gifts. This is someone that didn't use intuition when they needed to. And I was just talking about this last night. Like, when you're told, when you live like a low vibrational karmic toxic lifestyle and God tells you, hey buddy, it's time to change, it's time to grow, it's time to heal, and you don't do that, okay, fine. Everyone has free will. You have free will. You don't have to do that. If you love a toxic lifestyle, then by all means stay there. However, just realize that you haven't healed from any of your past toxic behavior. You've incurred all that karma. And now you're saying you're going to continue to live a toxic lifestyle, continue to incur more karma. Like, you're just piling shit upon shit upon shit on your own shoulders. It's not going to make your life easier. It's going to make your life harder. So technically, choosing to heal yourself is the easiest avenue. Seriously. When you think about it, it really is. And of course, when you start healing yourself, when you start looking to balance yourself out, when you start transforming, when you start growing, changing, transmuting your energy, your negative energy into positive energy, you realize, and don't get me wrong, healing is not easy, but you realize that technically, like I just said, healing is easier than living that shitty lifestyle. It really is. Because eventually you'll get to a point where you know that you're just going to continuously heal every day, all day, right? I talk about it all the time. Healing from birth to death. And eventually you get to that point where, like, something will happen, just a little occurrence in your life, a little event or whatever. And like, this is just another thing I got to heal from. This is just another thing that I got to take as a life lesson. I got to transmute it into some type of positive for myself so that I can move on. Because I don't want to carry around a giant suitcase. A suitcase? Okay, that's funny because when I said suitcase, I was thinking of the cash card from the Crow deck where you hide things. Okay, again, hello, my whole point. You don't want to carry around all that negativity in a suitcase labeled, this is my life, right? I'd rather walk around in my life with no suitcase, with a shirt that says, I'm free, I'm healing. Hello, my name is Kim. Nice to meet you. That's what I want to walk around as. I think this person is realizing people tend to get on their healing journeys knowing, oh my God, this is going to be so difficult. But after so long, like I said, you realize that in actuality, it is the best option. And technically, like I just said, the easiest option. Because even I get karma, right? As a good person, as a generally kind person, giving person, caring person, loving person, I get karma. However, I don't get karma that people that are toxic or karmic or low vibrational get, right? Like, I don't get the karma of a rapist or a murderer or somebody that's a bigot or somebody that just roundabout lives a karmic lifestyle, a gambler, a drug addict, an alcoholic, people that are told every day to heal themselves and don't. I don't carry that karma. Like, I worked off that karma. I worked off all my low vibrational karma when I went through those things, right? You guys know I've said before, I'm a SA survivor, a rape survivor. I had my moments where I was over sexualized and I was out there running around. I had to pay back that karma. I had issues, still have obviously issues with alcohol, binge drinking. I had to pay back that karma. Now I just pay back like everyday karma for stupid little things that I say or do, and then I should know better, and I just, because I don't pay attention. We're all human, we all make mistakes. So I'm still paying back karma, but it's, like little itty bitty karma compared to these big balls of, like boulders of karma that people have to pay back because of their behavior. It's like you eventually realize once you start working all that off and you live in your truth and you live in the light for the most part, right? Everybody's got a dark side. You're not carrying that around with you. Can you imagine carrying all that karma with you every day? Like, ugh, I can't even imagine it, you guys. I just can't even imagine it. But good for this fire element, man, because they're going in the right direction, and here's hoping that they make it out on the other side. That it works out for them, because we need more people to heal. We need more people to give up that dark side of themselves. I mean, to a point. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, we need more good people out here, working in the name of God, whether they want to admit it or know it or not. You know. Um, I think I'm gonna let this. Yeah, I'm gonna let this marinate for you. I hope the messages meant something to you. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you were entertained. I hope everybody is enjoying their Sunday or whatever day it is, wherever you are in this most wonderful world. I'm probably going to get done with this read and go and check and make sure my toilet isn't overflowing. Although I'm sure it's fine. Yeah. Was this the reading that I said I had issues with the toilet? I had issues with the toilet this morning. Very surprised. But it is what it is. That's life, right? And some people would say, oh, look, you got karma. Yeah, maybe I did. But right now the toilet's fine. Like, it took me 45 minutes to clean up the bathroom. 4 or 5 towels later. All right. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.